Hello, Bishop Walsh here. It's Wednesday, July 12th, and I'm in my own version of the Christopher Robin 100-Acre Woods behind where I live. It's a beautiful place where I can go enjoy a walk in the woods and enjoy the beauty of nature. It's kind of a slowed down mode here mid-July, not too much to report on, but I wanted to take an opportunity to make people who are checking in a little bit aware of some of the needs that we have in the diocese. One is for something we talk about all the time, building up a vocation culture. But the real need would be for us all to help invite young men to consider the priesthood. We might identify someone in our families, our parishes, our workplace, our school that demonstrates certain qualities or virtues that might be able to be put to the service of the church as a priest. I know for myself and so many other priests that I talk to say that that's one of the critical factors that helped us to appreciate the value of considering a vocation to the priesthood, that others saw something in us that was good for that vocation. So pray that the Spirit will work through all of us, simply being aware of those who are raised up among us that would open up their hearts and be of generous service to the church as a priest. And certainly that applies to men and women religious as well, and the great need that we have for them and the great role that they play in the life of the church. And actually every vocation needs that affirmation. A call to holiness requires all of us to affirm what that virtue is, that quality that is within each of us of God's life, and then how it can best serve the church. So I was in Alpena last night, and we had a nice barbecue. We had priests and seminarians that were there, but not a lot of men, one or two men who were there. So that's why we need to just do what we can to promote these kind of vocation events and promote the ability to connect to our priests and our vocation director, our seminarians who can tell the stories. So our seminarians are going to be telling their stories in a video. Hopefully you'll see that when the next St. John Vianney Fund solicitation comes up in August, and it'll be on our website for vocations. And there's a lot of other things that we're going to be able to do, like Quo Vadis, the promotion of a nice recreational and prayerful type environment where over the course of years, our young men get to know each other and know the support of the church for a vocation to the priesthood. So other needs that we have with increased enrollment in many of our Catholic schools, and just in general, we know that there's difficulties in across the board finding teachers that will fill those important roles of teaching in our schools. So on our website, we have the different teaching positions that are available throughout the Diocese of Gaylord. And if you know somebody who would be good in serving in that role, certainly that's a very critical apostolate in the church. And we need strong, faith-filled teachers in all subject areas, because as we know, our Catholic schools, really promote the whole education of the person, body, mind, and spirit. Also, we have the need for a development person. There was someone who was hired, and then circumstances brought about a change, and we need to post that position once again. It's a very important position in the diocese, and we're certainly going to miss Mackenzie Ritchie as she moves on from that role. But please spread the word that there's an opening for a development director for the Diocese of Gaylord, and that also is posted, and you could get in touch with Karina Bach, our human resource person at the diocese, with any interest. So those are a few of our needs, and just a few other things. We have a World Youth Day meeting tonight. It's going to be our last one before we leave at the end of this month. The anticipation is building for that great event in Lisbon, Portugal. And we're going to go over some of the last minute details with our travel agent and all of our group that's going to be attending. I'll be in Petoskey on Friday for the annual Mass at the St. Francis Solanus Indian Mission Church, that beautiful wooden church that Bishop Barriga celebrated Mass at. And that's always a beautiful occasion for prayer at that chapel. and to remember the historic significance of Bishop Barriga and his influence in spreading the life of the Catholic faith. And then I'll be spending time this weekend up in at Good Hart and up at St. Ignatius there, and also up in Cross Village and in Harbor Springs. So looking forward to celebrating Mass with the communities there. So I thank you for checking in today and hope you have a great summer and enjoy the slowdown. God bless.